from the CIA said he was shot through the windshield, into the throat, blew out the back, one of his vertebrae. As we always told you, as the JFK film tells you, Oliver Stone vindicated, all of them vindicated. The actors in the movie vindicated. Jim Garrison vindicated, the attorney general or the district attorney down in New Orleans. Everybody vindicated. The hundreds of witnesses that pointed and said the shots are coming from the grassy knoll and the overpass. You hear guns going off and smoke. Over 100 witnesses just there got killed. So you live to see it, and it's all hidden in plain view, and the corporate media will ignore it, but that's why they're dead. And then it gets even crazier. It gets even crazier. It's in the files, photos of Hitler in South America. We already knew this, but now the photos, and our government knew. It's just incredible. Wow. Thanks to Trump, you're seeing it all.
Enjoy all natural bath and beauty products with Emmerich's Essentials. We are proud to bring you a collection of organic-based household products at InfoWarsStore.com, including non-nano SPF 30 zinc oxide sunscreen, DEET-free herbal bug spray, concentrated peppermint mouthwash, unscented body wash, tea tree shampoo, and long-lasting natural deodorant. Emmerich's Essentials is free of chemicals and toxins that may harm your body. We carefully select pure and simple ingredients to create formulas that are certified USDA made with organic. Our mission is to offer you everyday organic household products to enhance your life. Truly feel the difference by going organic natural without compromising on quality. Feel good about using Emmerich's Essentials. Start saving money and stop exposing yourself and your family to toxic ingredients. Visit InfoWarsStore.com and learn more about the new Emmerich's Essentials line of organic products. That's InfoWarsStore.com.
Dr. Group, you developed Living Defense for us. It took you over a year to do it. Why is this so good?
Because people are actually waking up to the problem that pretty much scares me the most. I mean, I try to make sure that I don't put toxins from food and water and beverages in my system. But right now we're dealing with massive parasites, which is anything that's harmful to your body that lives off a host mechanism. Right now with all the refugees, spreading disease around. We have biological warfare going on everywhere. These are all parasites.
Tell us about all the stuff that said there's so many things that are in it.
You have the neem in there. You have the organic clove bud, the organic wormwood. I recommend doing a parasite cleanse at least twice a year.
All right. Well, I'm glad we've got some back in because I'm going back on it today. It just came back in yesterday. Living Defense, InfoWarsLife.com. And folks, you can't lose. It's full of stuff that's great for your body, period. And you support the broadcast, InfoWarsLife.com. Thank you, Dr. Group from the Global Healing Center. Thank you so much for all your work, sir, on this great product. Thousands of years ago, there was a basic form of chivalry. Our ancestors would hear the drums of war, giving the warriors of the tribe a chance to organize and prepare a defense. 60 years ago, when foreign air forces were approaching filled with bombs, they had drums of their own, air raid sirens. But in the 21st century, there are silent weapons for quiet war. Pathogens added to the food and water, and to the lining of plastics that destroy our vitality, turn off our hormones, and accelerate our journey towards death. I personally counter this onslaught with Anthroplex. Anthroplex is designed with known organic concentrated herbs to create the basic foundation to normal metabolic activity inside the human body. Discover why Anthroplex is turning so many heads today. It's time for us to take our bodies back into our own hands, and it starts at InfoWarsLife.com with Anthroplex. We've taken thousands of years of known research and put it together with our own 4 years of seeking and testing to find the very best systems that God gave us through Mother Nature to detoxify the body. That's why I'm introducing Z-Shield, toxic metal and chemical defense support. It's made in the USA. It's filled with known compounds from nature that are absolutely associated with detoxifying the body, and it supports the InfoWar. It is a classical 360 win. This is the formula that I personally have been taking for over a year, and now we believe we have come as close to perfection when it comes to a detoxifier as you can possibly get. You owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family, and you owe it to the future of this country and the world that patriots stay as healthy and as clean and as focused as you can be, because we need you, the remnant of America, to reignite those brush fires to the next level and to be healthy and as focused as you can be. Thanks to your support and your prayers, together, we're changing the world. Now it's time to change our bodies with Z-Shield at InfoWarsLife.com.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. From the front lines of the information war, it's Alex Jones.
What we are looking at is good and evil, right and wrong.
Well, President Trump said that in military operations, we aren't going to tell our enemies when we're coming. But he said when it came to secret government operations against the American people, and he said when it came to the JFK assassination and suppressed technology and secrets of the universe that have been discovered by DARPA and other groups, that we would start deploying that to the people to turn the economy on and empower humanity and push forward towards life extension technology, you name it. That's exciting. A lot more exciting than the World Series, which is the Astros and the Yankees or whatever. I know that's exciting and everything, but this is the big ball game. And you have lived to see the JFK files released by President Trump. And the media spun it on CNN and everywhere else like, this has nothing to do with Trump. It was time for him to be released. The law was passed in 92. And George Herbert Walker Bush and William Jefferson Clinton and George W. Bush and Barack Hussein Obama for 7 different terms. Well, that's a long time. Is it 7? It's Bush had 1, the Clintons had 2, Bush Jr. had 2, then Obama. I mean, it just makes your head spin. They didn't release it. Trump did, but like they say, Trump could find a cure to cancer or real leprechauns and pots of gold, and it doesn't matter. They wouldn't give him credit. So, ladies and gentlemen, they have released the files, all of them. And no wonder they wanted to suppress them. I'm going to get more into that coming up. But meanwhile, we've put out the names exclusively here of who's been indicted, according to our sources, and who is going to be arrested tomorrow and who's been told, don't try to use your passport and don't try to leave the country. Urgent. Paul Manafort and his campaign deputy will be indicted tomorrow morning with a third unidentified person. I am boarding a plane. Deputy Rick Gates is the other deputy. That's Manafort and then Rick Gates. They do not know the charge, and the sources do not know, again, the third person. Or then later I learned who the person was, but they don't want that out because they don't want it known because they haven't talked to him. So that's that. Get tomorrow's news today here at InfoWars. That's why they want to shut us down. They do not like it. They don't want you having access to that or you having access to us to give us info in a symbiotic relationship. And now the media, even his friends, the New York Post, are calling it a temper tantrum or whatever. Trump's in press conferences and tweets saying, man, Hillary got caught paying for the dossier that they got from the conservatives, so-called conservatives, Jeb Bush and others, and putting all the PP-gate stuff in there. The Trump already knows all that. He has all the intelligence. But now because it's in the news, he's out talking about it. And John McCain's involved as well. Trump calls for prosecution of Democrats after reports of impending indictment in Russian probe. Do something, he says. Yeah, because all we got is his son going and trying to find out if Hillary was involved with the Russians, which she was. That's not collusion. But see, Manafort worked with the Podesta brothers decades ago, 15 years ago in Ukraine on legitimate U.S. government-sponsored stuff. That's why they knew Manafort had gotten all sorts of offshore money and put it in offshore accounts, which is legal. That's how they set it up. They knew where his bodies were buried, even though they weren't really bodies. They knew that it was shady enough, at least, with the FBI, the way regulations are written. That's why they went after Manafort day one. Some think Manafort could even been a plant, even though he didn't know it. Oh, but now Mueller's investigating Democrat lobbyist Tony Podesta says the NBC. They're being forced to do that to make it look like he's impartial. The guy himself is worse than the Podesta brothers and almost as bad as Hillary when it comes to being in bed with Russian companies and transferring uranium in suitcases to them. I mean, wow. Who transfers weapons-grade uranium on tarmacs to the FSB? That's the KGB. And who runs the investigation now? It's like they were saying on Tucker Carlson last week. The only person not involved with Russia is Donald Trump. That's why they're going after him. On something this corrupt, on something this big. They want you to be corrupt, then they'll leave you alone. It's why they don't like Trump. He's not corrupt. They don't have any bodies. They don't have any skeletons. They don't have anything to get him. He's a one-woman man. Yeah, he's had 3 wives and some girlfriends, but he's with her, he's with you, and then when you're mean to him, he doesn't like you, he's gone. Just like I told you before he said it in the press conference. He's a germaphobe, folks. He might take a woman when he's not even married out 20 times before he takes her upstairs if she wants a drink, because he doesn't drink. I'm not going to get into what I've known, not from just Stone, but others about Trump. To say he's getting pee-peed on by Russians, you know, you think a guy that wild wouldn't have been caught doing that before? And of course, it's turned out to be fake, but Trump calls for prosecution of Democrats after reports of impending indictments in Russia probe. Do something, he says. Never seen such Republican anger and unity as I have concern. The lack of investigation on Clinton made fake dossier now $12 million. Yeah, that's what they paid for somebody to make up that Trump got pissed on, excuse me. Trump demands Republicans do something in Twitter meltdown. No, you have Robert Mueller. We need to make a promo with Mueller engaged in corruption, playing Ferris Bueller day off clips. That's not funny. Literally so in bed with the Russians, so paid off, so bought off. That's what globalism is selling your country out. I mean, there's 100 times to sell out to China, but it doesn't make the Russian stuff okay. But what do you think the Russians are going to do when we've got people running the country literally selling the nation off? That's what globalists and leftists are. They tell us they hate America, because to sell the country out, you got to hate it. You ever wonder why a bank robber might just pistol whip the clerk for no reason? Because they know they're a jerk. They know they're scum. They're robbing people's savings. They're in there robbing a bank. And they feel guilty for what they've done, so they decide to be nasty and pistol whip the clerk while they're at it. And the left could have bankrupted America, could have controlled it, could have run it in the ground, but they wanted to, like, hurt Christians and create race war and create all this division. And so it finally woke people up because they were so degenerate and so nasty. And now they've been caught in bed with every foreign government that had money to buy us off. And so they pointed at the guy that wanted to make the country great again, who wanted to bring the jobs back, who didn't want to sell us off. And they say, he's the traitor. Because that's all they can do. Here's another one. We'll get into it when we come back on Trump. But again, last Friday, all these lawmakers, including Democrats, including former CIA Director Panetta, went on TV and said, this looks illegal. This is really bad. They lied about the dossier. They lied about Russia. Now all that's out of the news. It's all indict Manafort. That's how you change the subject. That's how the swamp drains America. It's how the vampires suck our blood dry.
Men, give your body the support it needs with InfoWars Life Prostagard. It's time to start assisting the body in regulating proper prostate balance. InfoWars Life has set out to bring you formulations that are not only the highest quality out there, but formulas that you can use on a daily basis to give your body the natural herbs and extracts that our experts recommend. The Prostagard formula does just that, with its mixture of plant-based nutrients and antioxidants that help give your body total support. It's a hand-selected blend of saw palmetto, lycopene, plant sterols, zinc, vitamin D3, selenium, and copper. Prostagard is something that the men on the InfoWars crew take every day. And from our research, it's something that men should really be adding to their daily regimen in order to keep their body going at optimal levels. Now's the time to start naturally supporting your body. Get Prostagard on your side today, exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
Please listen.